ते 4 مني لاعبة شو متقسمة يوتيوبر وانت شارك
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. This is what the game means to this legion of followers. So off we go then. Gets a good foot in there. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things.
Chance! Marvellous goal! Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Boca Juniors gain their reward with an early goal. Tries to dink it through. Shot a goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This
Samara.
is a formidable matchup. Vitinha. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Vitinha. Palmer. He's going for goal! And a shot! Oh my word, that is quite something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Boca Juniors are doing very nicely, thank you. Vitinha! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Got a shot away! And he comes up trumps again. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Torres. And it's Maradona. Now, can he beat his man? It's Maradona! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have read...
Maradona! He is just ripping it up.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the...
Header! It wasn't a great header in the end.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Valverde. More and more pressure on the ball here. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that's great feet. So much time and space here. And it's Albert Ferrer. Varela. He's gone for goal. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Boca Juniors with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Musiala! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising.
What a letdown when you've got...
Big header! It's hit the upright.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yaptın. Ben de bakıyorum.
And it's Albert Ferrer. He's got tall. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
There they go, hunting again.
And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Caicedo. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. Has a look and has a go. Oh, denied at the last.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
This possibly the last play of the half. Defending of the desperate variety. And there is the half-time whistle. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Boca Juniors have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Boca Juniors have continued without fuss to do their thing. They have impressed hugely in the first 45 minutes, and this is the very least they deserve for their splendid endeavours. And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Palmer. Valverde to Messi. Now it's Maradona. Musiala. Chance and a header! He can get that clear. Vitinha.
Nerede şey bay? Live. Bas live. Yakki bas. Yakki. Geçen yılda mı
That he was
Valverde.
That is a great ball.
Go beach, store a system.
Palmer! Oh, screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. trying everything to subdue him here.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Messi. Oh, great play! And the shot! Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Albert Ferrer. Tries the cut back.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly.
He's got a side of goal. Magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park. No doubt as to who has the momentum here now.
And Torres! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Valverde. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shot could be on. Has a shot! And that has faded wide.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Caicedo. Now it's Torres. Valverde. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Real chance here. And he's in. Now the finish! He's scored! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Musiala, and it's Maradona. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Chips it through. Look at the space here. Oh, here's a chance. Oh, that is beyond special. A worldie and a half. A finish of true class. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Vitinha.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
And the finish! He's put it wide. becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And he's let fly! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Torres! Oh, impressive strike. Valverde. Fernando Torres. And they're quick to get it back. He's having a go. Oh, he really got hold of that.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Bahia can make their change now with a break in play. So, could be danger here. And it's Maradona. And that's it. Boca Juniors can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Boca Juniors with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's gone full! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
But pour l'équipe de Boca Juniors. Après 4 minutes de jeu.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oyarzabal, now it's Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Maradona. Floated through. Hits one! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's a real opportunity missed there. He's done all the hard work getting to the ball, and all he needed to do was get some control on it.
Caicedo. And Jimenez. Valverde. Robertson. And it's Messi. Chooses to go cross-field. He's in plenty of space here. Albert Ferrer is there, and he can get that clear. And now the breakaway. Driving on and making good progress. Vitinha. Adams. So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Has another go! Alexander-Arnold. Vitinha. Musiala. Oh, good take in a good area. He's got the shot away! And one more try! Volleyed effort.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Valverde. Now Son Heung-min. Vitinha. And it's Albert Ferrer.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's the throw. Adams. And here's Musiala. Passing nice and neat. Good read, needed to be. And that's surely a foul, free kick. Look at the space, there's the hit! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Son Heung-min can get it clear. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Decent hit! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was easy, almost too easy.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he was.
He's had a shot! They are rampant! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Boca Juniors clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
And he'll shoot here. And he should have made it 4.
It was very much worth a try, and I've seen worse. That should tee him up nicely for his next attempt at least.
Jimenez clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oyarzabal, nicely spread. Fagioli, he's had it taken off him. Albert Ferrer, the man we've all come to watch. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, that's a key interception. Works it forward, and he's intervened well there. Valverde. Now it's Oyarzabal. And he was quick to react. Costa Curta. Musiala. Maradona. Vitinha. Can he finish? He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Boca Juniors are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's having a go! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
And the half-time whistle goes. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Boca Juniors have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Boca Juniors have been nothing short of awesome in the first 45 minutes. A truly memorable performance on all counts. And it has to be said, this match is well and truly already won. We're already back up and running after half-time. No changes at the interval from either side. Nice interception, well timed. Caicedo.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Good running, strong and purposeful. Musiala! Musiala! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Caicedo. Quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Son Heung-min. That'll be a throw. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Caicedo. And Akan. Oh no, this does not look good. And that's gone loose. And it's Messi. Now it's Oyarzabal. Maradona being hounded, manhandled at times.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally, they've decided to single him out.
Son Heung-min. So we've reached the hour mark. Musiala, he is through here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. What a throw in. Vitinha. Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, the invitation was there, so he was right, in my opinion, to take it on. Alas, it was a technical flaw.
Out for a throw. Vitinha, who does have an assist to his name. That's good running with the ball. Messi. Oh, nice touch.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Valverde. Fagioli. For Valverde. Caicedo. And it's Messi. Fagioli. And Alexander-Arnold. Nicely aimed pass. Boca Juniors have got it back and they'll have another go.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the shot! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached a point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Le numéro 19.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
44. À sa place, le
That is a
numéro
great kick out. There's no flag. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
Well, they
18.
scored their first goal from a corner. What about now?
À leur place, le numéro 9. Le numéro 17.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Defending was strong and firm. And there's his chance to lead the counter. No, that's been intercepted. Gets his pass away.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
He's had a hit! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Maradona. Musiala!
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vitinha. That's good play. And here's Maradona.
Additionnel, 3
Little
minutes.
pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Vitinha given the lift of his goal. Now it's Maradona. Van Nistelrooy. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Boca Juniors looking by any yardstick formidable. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. No other club feels like Boca, no ground like the Bombonera. Feel it, see it, hear it. He's got the shot away! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare.
Musiala! And he's heaved it away. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And we have our very first corner. Valverde tries to clear. Musiala. He's in! It's one! It's there! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Boca Juniors are doing very nicely, thank you.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And here's Maradona. And that is expertly dealt with. Boca Juniors look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. It's a mighty effort! And for a moment, time stood still. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Messi. Foden. And it's Messi. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Messi. Maradona. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Maradona! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Fagioli. Well, there's the clearance. Albert Ferrer, a player of legendary status. Musiala. Real chance!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. Messi! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it. And that really is so impressive. Boca Juniors find a position of real strength. He's had a shot! And it's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Boca Juniors are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he was quick to react. Fagioli. He's found some space. Fagioli. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Got a shot away. He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Valverde. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Boca Juniors looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him. And Messi! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Header! No, he can't turn it in.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
He's had it nicked away. Fashul. Maradona. Van Nistelrooy! They've scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. And he cuts out the supply. Van Nistelrooy. He's had a hit! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. And the first 45 minutes are up. It has been a half throughout which they have carved through the opposition almost at will, ripping things up big time here.
Yeah, I think a first-half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
Boca Juniors pretty much out of sight here. It really has been a one-sided game so far. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No changes at the interval from either side. There's the shot! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Caicedo, Fashul, and Son Heung-min. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Shapes to shoot. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Akanji. Look at the space here. Heading backwards. Van Nistelrooy looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And here's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get away here? Neymar's cross. Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Convertido en el minuto 62. Número 18. La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 43.886.
Fagioli. Marquinhos. Done delicately. Alexander-Arnold. He's in plenty of space here. Albert Ferrer. For Musiala. Now it's Maradona. Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Albert Ferrer. Played towards the other side. Valverde stands tall and stands strong. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Foden. Great defending, strong and determined. Alexander-Arnold. Now that's well seen too. Valverde. And it's Messi. It's a good ball out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that was... Oh no, what has happened here? And he's on his way! Pass is just off target.
Boca Juniors have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Robertson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Messi. Van Nistelrooy. It's Neymar! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Foden. Oh, good spread. Neymar. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And Adams. Now Costa Curta.
Se van a
Musiala.
2 minutos de compensación.
And here's Neymar. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Van Nistelrooy, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goal.